Ironwood Games. This is Marcus, and welcome to Yes, Your Grace. This is a cute little indie game that came out around mid of last year. The goal of this game is you are a king trying to essentially keep your kingdom prosperous while trying to manage off enemies, keep relations well, keeping your citizens happy, managing resources, all that fun stuff. Compared to a lot of other choice-heavy games, I think this one does a really good job. These choices are not very black and white compared to a lot of other games, and the resources you spend aren't quite obvious when it comes to what you're risking and whatnot. And so due to the complexity, I would like to kind of do a let's play on this. However, I want to do a twist. So in my personal background, I do a lot of work and have quite a bit of education when it comes to leadership and effective leadership. And so I want to kind of apply some theoretic principles when it comes to making the choices we do, in hopes that it would help minimize conflict and risk and bad choices while increasing effective prosperity within the kingdom. The main concept I'm going to fall under, this isn't something necessarily that you do too often, but I want to follow the Machiavellian concept of it's better to be feared than to be loved. So we're definitely going to make choices that might install fear, show people that we're boss and not to be messed with, and see how that goes when it comes to making us a powerful kingdom. With that being said, let's begin. Click on a petitioner to call them forward. Audrey, approach. It is time, Your Grace. Click on the throne to step down. I'd better put on the crown. Don't know why you weren't wearing that to begin with, but okay. This is our inventory, as well as other things that will be coming on the side of the screen. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item to interact with it. Crown of the King of Davern. It's getting a bit rusty. When I first saw this, I thought that would be like a, oh well, it's a rusty crown, you don't want to get infected or get cut or whatnot, but that choice really doesn't matter. You can leave any room by walking the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Alrighty, this is our kingdom. Castle wall is the only other thing that's selectable. Let's go there. Your Grace! A deserter! Found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army, as sparse as it is, we need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. So here comes a morality choice. Even the least brave soldiers are essential now. There's no place for cowards under my banner. Well, as I said earlier, the Machiavellian concept is to be feared than loved. We need to let them know that there is no place for cowards. Anyone who refuses to stand for Davern will be met with justice. A shame. You did what you had to, Your Grace. Oh, I skipped through that too quickly. Essentially, he asked us to go on top of the castle wall. Alrighty, we have another choice. Archers, Sons of Davern, put up a white flag. Well, if we're gonna die with all of these, I imagine, armies coming towards us, we're gonna go out swinging. My brothers! We stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My bravest men, I bid you fight with all you hold dear. For Davern! Urg. One year earlier. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. You found me. Well done, father. Come on now, Lorsulia. It's not often that we can do this. I told you, I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorsulia, that is no way to speak to your father. Lorsulia is a stick in the mud. Ho, 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 ho. Shut up, Asalia. We can see you from miles away. Aurelia used to live to sit here and knit. She now gets more peace in our bedchamber. Didn't mean to click the bench. Oh, you know I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun's finally out. Let me enjoy it. Got you! Shouldn't have insulted your sisters from across the garden. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud she couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Ooh, burn. Oh wait, you can't write. Oh, double burn. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it out, both of you. And there's the little one. Yeah, I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official, huh? Maybe next time, Sidani. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. So here's more of our inventory. On the left is the amount of gold we have. Second from the left is the amount of supplies, food, what have you. Second from the right are the amount of soldiers or power in our army. And then the far right is our morality. The more morality, the better. Bottom left is the amount of generals we have that can go investigate and essentially do detective work. And then the right is the pigeon, that is the amount of letters we can send out. And these two spots we will acquire later. So, once per day or once per week, we will have this time where people will come and take us requests, and here's where the majority of our choices will occur. So, let us begin with our lovely wife. Aurelia, approach. Can you go and speak to Lorsulia, my dear? I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's got into her lately. Maybe she will open up a bit more to you. She's probably wandering around about at the wall. Of course, my sweetest. Well, that was easy. This game's gonna be so easy. Dungeon Guard. Your Grace, I bring bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor will take note about the encounter in your archives. You will see all the entries by clicking the archives button below. Peasant, approach. Your Grace, my daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations! The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What will my daughter-in-laws think of your family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine at the market. We only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. So we just got, a morality check that we have to do some repairs around the kingdom. So is it really worth it giving gold and supplies to this? Probably not wise, so I will give them my blessing, but it will not help. The kingdom has more important matters at hand. Wish your daughter the best for me. You skimp us a little gold? Shouldn't the king support his people in hard times? Pfft, I can't feed my guests with the king's blessing. That might bite us later. Peasant, approach. Your Grace, I come here representing my village. I want to ask you for 7 gold to help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. You could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. So, and this is interesting, because if we build an inn, it helps kind of bring in prosperity, and it's more things that we can tax. So we are going to give this guy the gold to help increase the economy for the kingdom. Make it the best inn around. Oh, we surely will. Thank you, Your Grace. Monsters! Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night, unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you, you must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Who are they? bright red heads, short but sharp fangs, hundreds of them, gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. My agent will check the village. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. So as you can see, our general is now off. Sent, he will be back in 1 week. Increase the morality and more information for our archives. Check on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family members before you can advance. So this flower is now bloomed. We can advance next week, but we do need to go check on our lovely daughters. But first, let's go to the dungeon. Damn it! This is worse than I thought. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that will need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yes. Who are you? By all the gods, it could have been me. Your Grace, how do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins. I shall serve the mighty ones. I will dedicate my life to those in need. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? I bumped into an innkeeper on the street and stepped on his toe. How dare you tell such falsehood? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Oh yes, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened. I will never do such stupid things again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me help. We're gonna keep you in there. I think you need some time to think about your actions. Your Grace, but I'm the chosen one. The gods have spared my life for a reason. Yeah, nice try, buddy. To the gardens. Yes, Father. Can you explain the fight in the gardens? What is the matter with you two? You and Lorsulia used to be best friends. You mean, why is Lorsulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing, I mean, she's annoying, is all. You need to stop fighting with each other. This isn't getting anywhere. I can't make you like her. So here's some different kind of morality options we can choose. I like this. I can't make you like her. You know, it's obvious, like, you know, she can kind of have her opinion. At the same time, we need to make wise choices, good behaviors. I'm going to choose this. It doesn't have to be best friends. You don't have to be best friends, but she is your sister, and you need to stop insulting her. Yes, Father. I'll try. Yes, the roses are quite lovely, King. Let's get out of here. The castle walls. Let us go see our eldest daughter. Oh, it's you. You just... Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. So here's a couple different choices we can do. I like the last one. I can see something's wrong. You know, observe it without kind of trying to pry out of her. However, one kind of fault I don't like about this game is like that seemed very empathetic, and now this is very demanding. Not my intentions, but what have you. Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Let's go with the first one. You used to be... Whoa, I messed that up. You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore? Well, I guess we gotta kind of pick her side a little bit. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. Mm-hmm. I will see you later. I'll leave you to it. Sure. We can go over here, and we can pet the kitty. And with that, that is our first week as king. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see the kinds of your kingdom's weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click the button with the upgrade name and you will see the costs added to the summary. So we're going to upgrade all of it, just because this will just help kind of for longer term investments. Grevno, week 2. Okay, oh, looks like we got a long ass line. Your Grace, no sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth, the crest of Rodovia. I thought you could only find them in books and old manuscripts. Well, seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me, is it true that you're from Rodovia? Your man is right. Rodovia is my home, and soon yours, too. Ha! Why are you here? What are you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One might call it plunder, I would call it hard work. Do you have a king, or are you just a barbaric thief? You didn't need to insult him, dude. Like, that's not gonna get you anywhere in relations. We are a free people. We don't bow to kings or lords. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Dude, advisor, shut up. It's my job. Oh my god, dude. I've had enough. Your Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands, plundering and killing innocent men. There's no question that justice needs to be dealt with this one. So this is kind of a big thing. We can execute him, make an example of him, throw him in the dungeon. Although he might just rile up some other people. No my mercy. And let him go back to his people. So this is true. So if we if we kill him, definitely is going to install fear and show that we're not to be trifled with. At the same time, I think any hopes of them trying to reconcile with these barbarians would be ineffective. Although they did kill our people. Leave them in the dungeon. I feel like that's at risk for him to like attack us later, so we're going to execute him. No Rodavian scum will be threatened the crown. Behead him! My brothers will hear about this, and you will feel their poisonous bite. I need to see Aurelia about this. What, Audrey? What do you make of this, Audrey? Bretovians here? How could they get through the mountains? Why wouldn't they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need your answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm just puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends, see who could give us a hand. The current resources of war could bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. Banker, approach. I am here representing Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. I hear your treasury has seen better times, but I am here to help. How does this work? How does this all work again? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king and want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give your surge of gold or supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our executive packages offers 50 gold or supplies, instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. If it's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, one last note, we only do one type of loan at a time. You want to borrow gold, we can lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. And a reminder, the first loan is free of charge. You just pay back what you take. We're not going to do that right now, as, you know, we're struggling, but we're doing okay. And if it's free with no interest for the first time, we're going to hold off until we get some other stuff set up. Daughter, approach. I bring news, Father. Celia sneaked out last night. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber, all laughing and I think a little tipsy, I think. She wouldn't say where she had been, but Sadani, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize. Thick? Don't speak ill of your sister. Yeah, if you're going to call her thick with 2 C's. What's gotten into you, Lord Celia? Celia sneaks out to some wedding, gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden. I better talk to Osalia about this. You girls are going to drive me mad one day. Peasant, approach. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a real draft little boy, but still he is my son. I ask you to help him find us, so Your Grace, or you can transfer to do so. So, unfortunately, I've played this like 3 times. And so, this guy, unfortunately I don't have enough gold to give him. But the guy behind him is a lord, and who's also having a missing kid, and so if we let our general help this guy, we can't help the lord to build relations. So, unfortunately, this guy is going to struggle. You should try to get the villagers to help you. Your Grace, please. I can pay you. I have scrapped together 1 piece of gold. Sorry, bud. Trying to help share my men wouldn't make any difference. Your son could be anywhere. I was afraid he would say that, but I still not give him. I will help find him myself. Lord Eaton. My name is Eaton. I am the Lord of Bronca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay back 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, they tracked them down and know they are keeping her. I planned everything out. I just need your general to help her take back. Or I could just pay the ransom. Either way, I'll need your help, Your Grace. Pay them once, and they will only want more. This is the best option. Because we don't mess with terrorists. You're right. Send the general my way, and I will tell him my plan. Thank you, Your Grace. Good, good, good. It has to work. You sort of... Oh. Yes, stop being observant. Pietro! Approach. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What's going on? I think they're following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How could I know? I haven't done anything, right? I better be going. Well, that doesn't sound like it's foreshadowing anything. Alright, let's go check on our daughters. Darling. Radovians have come to Davern. One of the bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our promise? It might be. What do you think? 13 years ago we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Byran, wasn't it? Doesn't matter. After 13 years, Radovian shows up on our castle? I'll be damned. Yes, Lursulia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayran, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. What are we going to do? If Byran ever shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How could a commoner afford an army? We even can't. How do Radovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons? No, I let him see justice. Damn it, you should have questioned him first. What's barbarian to worry about, though? How are you holding up, my darling? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even, yes, but marry a thug? We can't do this. Be fine. I won't let them take her away. We'll see you later, my darling. Eric. Who's her name? I am terrified. I can handle this. Fine. I will stay here. Alright, you stay there. Let's go to the gardens and talk to our daughter. Asalia. Yes, father. There was a wedding in the village. I've heard there was quite a fine wedding in the village, just outside our walls. It wasn't bad, but I've heard it could have been a lot better if my father was a bit less stingy. Oh, that's the wedding she went to earlier that we didn't, give money to. I'm not angry, I just wish you would be safe. Why would you be mad? Is it because I went to the market? Come on now, I know about the wedding. Lasula told me what happened. We don't want to throw her in the bus. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sidani. Sidani. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. I have no need to worry. Nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in a village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently, and I clicked on it accidentally too soon. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Orsulia said you got drunk? That's a lie! I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Ugh, Orsulia. Since she turned 13, she thinks you will make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she intends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it would be best for her. Is that why she's been acting up lately? I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. It doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop the name-calling. You are confined to the castle. We will take away your horse riding. We're taking her to go market because that seems like something she cares about. Parenting 101. Find the currency. You will not be visiting the market. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Ah, stupid. And then she called her name and I accidentally clicked again. Stop with the names! I better talk to Lusulia. Yes, let us go talk to our edgy princess. My love, what makes you edgy today? Oh, it's you. Asalia told me what was going on. Asalia told me you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I had started to figure out. Anyway, I'm sorry we didn't realize earlier. Oh, and why is that? Well, if her purpose is to get married, we might want to address that. You're a princess, and every prince needs a prince. Princess needs a prince. Getting upset and not talking to us won't help, but I can promise that we will take it slow. Time will show. I will check on you later. And let's pet the kitty. Alrighty, and with that, that's the end of week 2. So all that's repaired. We now have about 8. We have more supplies from New Gold, but we're doing pretty okay. So with that, we're going to call it an episode. Thanks everyone for joining in on this kingly adventure. Please like, comment, subscribe, do the hokey pokey in the comments, and we will see you next time. Take care.